what is a beautiful music. Here, what is the music? So music is nothing but a sound. So first see characteristics of musical sound. The sound which produce pleasing effect on the ear are called musical sounds, while the sounds which produce unpleasant effect are called noises. For example, musical sounds. A sound from musical instrument like veena, guitar and etc. Or the sound produced by electronic keyboard. These are sounds is nothing but musical sounds. And next one is noises. So unpleasant effect is called the noise. See the example. Sound produced by crackers
and fireworks.
Sound produced by automobiles, horns, and etc. There are three characteristics by which can distinguish a musical note from other. They are pitch, loudness and quality. What is the pitch? Pitch is the characteristics of sound which distinguishes between a shrill sound and a growing sound, between a shrill sound and a growling sound. Actually, pitch of sound is the sensation covered to our brain by the sound waves falling on our ears, which depended directly on the frequency of the incident sound waves. The frequency of a musical note higher is the pitch. And next, see some examples. Sound of mosquito is shrill. While sound of lion is growl. Next character, loudness. Loudness of sound is defined as the degree of the sensation produced on the ear. The loudness or softness of a sound is determined basically by its amplitude. The amplitude of the sound wave depends upon the force which the objects are made to vibrate. In figure, the amplitude of the sound wave in figure A is greater than the amplitude of sound wave in figure B. So, the graph in figure A represents the louder sound and the graph in figure B represents a soft sound. Next important point, the loudness of the sound is measured in decibels. Human ears pick up sounds from 10 to 180 decibels. Next point, the loudness of sound is considered normal if it is between 15 decibels to 16 decibel. A normal human being can tolerate loudness of 18 decibels. Next, the sound waves above 80 decibels is painful of causes various health problems. The decibel levels of a jet engine taking off is 120 decibels.
You want touching those? Yes, touching those. Touching Delta runway 1.
Therefore, people working near the airbase need to protect their ears by using earplugs. These are the important points of loudness. And next character is quality. Generally noticed different sounds produced by different instruments such as violin, piano, flute, and etc. To distinguish between two sounds, we need to learn about the quality of sound. The quality of sound is the characteristic which enable us to distinguish between musical notes emitted by different musical instruments or voices even though they have the same pitch and loudness. The quality of note depends on its waveform. For example, a tuning fork, a violin and a piano playing the same note, that is, frequency is nearly equal to 440 Hz with equal loudness. You know some important points. The speed of sound in air is nearly 330 meter per second to 344 meter per second. And next, when a body moves with a speed which is greater than the speed of sound in air, it is said to be traveling at supersonic speed. Example, jet flights, bullets, and etc. And next point, when a sound producing source moves with a speed higher than that of sound, it produces shock waves in air. They produce very sharp and loud sound called the sonic boom. Do you know the sonic boom produced by supersonic flights is accompanied by waves that have enough energy to shatter glass and even damage buildings. Generally, in the lab experiments, sound is produced by vibrating tuning forks, and sound needs a material medium like solid, liquid, or gases to travel and be heard. And the next point, sound waves cannot travel through vacuum but light waves, and radio waves can travel even through vacuum. Sound travels about 15 times faster in steel than in air. Here one important point, the moon has no air or no atmosphere at all. So sound cannot be heard directly on the surface of moon. The speed of sound depends on the nature of material like medium, solid, liquid or gases, and temperature and humidity of air. See the one example, two whales in the sea which are even hundreds of kilometers away from each other can talk to each other very easily through the sea water. How? In water, sound travels about 5 times faster in water than in air. Next topic, reflection of sound. The bouncing back of sound when it strikes a hard surface is called reflection of sound. Sound is reflected well from hard surfaces like a wall, metal sheet, hardwood, and etc. The laws of reflection of light are obeyed during the reflection of sound. Okay. Now see the laws of reflection of sound as follows. The first point, the incident sound wave, the reflected sound wave, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane, like laws of reflection of light. Okay, and second point and second law, the angle of reflection of sound is always equal to the angle of incidence of sound. Angle I is equal to angle R.